In today's video, a physique update 1 week into the Transformation Challenge. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I'm just gonna address where I'm at currently with this Transformation Challenge. So, as many of you know, the first ever Pro Physique Transformation Challenge went off, started officially a week ago Sunday, and we had over 1,000 people enter, which I was thrilled with, and I'm so excited. The private group that we're in, so much positive energy in there. We're talking about diet, we're talking about all the things that we can support each other with, you know, how to handle good days and bad days. And I'm 1 week in, and I did a video last week kind of discussing my starting point with nutrition, with cardio, with training, and I wanted to go over a little bit of how I've handled this first week, where I've gotten to. And so what I did was I tracked my weight every single day since the start. Now I started at 230 pounds and I'm down 3 pounds on the scale. And more so than that, I'm down almost 2 inches on my waist. And I'll try to include some footage here of me training a little bit today. And I did a little bit of a physique update to give you guys an idea. And I wanted to talk about an adjustment I had to make on the fly. Now, I didn't have to adjust my nutrition, and I didn't have to adjust my cardio. For cardio, what I'm doing is waking up every day and doing 30 minutes on the incline treadmill. However, last weekend was me and my wife's 7th anniversary. It was also the same weekend as my son's 2nd birthday. So we booked a condo on the beach and we went and celebrated on Saturday. So on Saturday, I actually just got up at 5 a.m., did my cardio, and then we drove down to the beach a little bit later. I did not train that day, and I did not train Sunday. So I had to adjust my training schedule because my plan was to do push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs. But obviously if I'm not home, I wanted to just be there in the moment. So I want to give you guys some insight into how I handled that. So what I did on Monday was push, Tuesday was pull, Wednesday was legs, Thursday was a rest day. So Friday morning, what I really expected to do was go back into doing another push session. And I can tell you on Thursday, I was beat up. I needed a day off. So I considered going ahead and starting my training, but I knew I would not have a good day. In fact, when I woke up Thursday morning, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do my cardio. But I knew, you know what, this 90-day challenge is going on. I need to get in there and get my work done. Much like the kind of excitement around a bodybuilding competition, you just have a deadline. You got to get the work done. And what a great thing it was for me to get up, because on Friday, I woke up feeling amazing. And I knew I didn't have time to do push-pull legs, right? So what I took the advantage of was feeling so good, I did a full upper body day. I did body parts that work in conjunction in supersets. So I did chest and back, multiple sets of that, followed up by some shoulders and biceps, multiple sets of that, followed up by some traps and triceps. Now I don't have a lot of training volume right now. And it's really funny because some of the comments I got on that video were that it looks like I've lost a lot of muscle. Well, simultaneously to that, I'm getting accused of using steroids. And as a lifetime natural lifter, that's actually one of the best compliments you can get. And when I get these comments, it really helps me understand the mindset of why so many people are afraid to put out content. Because there's small-minded people out there that are going to take an attempt to try to knock you down to feel better about yourself. There's a few ways to feel better about yourself, and one of those ways is to try to make other people feel smaller. And that's sad. You know, the mindset of a person that goes on the internet, finds someone that's putting out content and trying to help other people, and then accuses them of either doing steroids or, you know, tries to make them feel bad about their progress or loss of muscle. Now, I competed last in 2018, and I had the most muscle I've ever had. So clearly I haven't lost muscle. But I will say this, as a natural bodybuilder, we don't look as impressive with more body fat on us. And that's where I'm at right now. You know, I definitely have more body fat than looks impressive, as if I was going to get on stage. What's funny is the comments about being on steroids, they come from my pictures from when I'm probably under 200 pounds. That's when you really look crazy, especially with lighting and a good pump and certain angles. The physique looks crazy. And vice versa, when I'm in my off season at 230, 235 pounds wearing a t-shirt, in person people will say, wow, you look like you put on so much size. But in reality, I've just got a lot more body fat over that muscle. Sure, lean body mass is gonna fluctuate, you know, slightly during that process, but when you actually look your best is when you have the least body fat and the least muscle of the entire process. Whereas, you know, in pictures, you're not going to look nearly as good. But in the off season, when you have a t-shirt on and you're 235, at least, and you know, I'm 6'3", I really find that that's when people that see me in person think that I look the best. So it's a psychological thing that you have to go through. And listen, I've done this enough times and enough years that it doesn't bother me anymore. When someone wants to accuse me of doing steroids or someone wants to accuse me of losing muscle, it doesn't hit me anymore. It doesn't hit me in the feels. But I promise you that first year that I was going through dieting, it's something I really struggled with. And it's something you guys might struggle with through this process, through the identification of losing body fat. People are going to start to question what you're doing. If you're putting out pictures and content on the internet, you're going to start getting some hate. And I promise you, if you're not doing anything worth mentioning, you're not going to get any hate. So I really don't mind it now. I've learned to how to address it. You know, from my perspective, I would never do that to someone. I would never go on someone else's video or comment something negatively like that. It's just not how I feel, you know, positive reinforcement should be done. And in fact, I just feel like it's small-mindedness and it's negativity, and it's probably people that are, you know, at a very bad place in their life, and I end up just feeling bad for them, because to go do that and say those things and try to knock some other people down, it's really just not the best way to do it. But in the long term, what I can tell you is if you just get to work and put the work in, you're going to really see some positive changes. And so this first week I was able to drop 3 pounds of body fat, possibly even a little bit more, because I really feel like kicking in my supplements, kicking in my diet, really getting my training in. I notice I've been waking up raring to go. I've been hydrating myself a lot better. So I'm sure my lean body mass is increasing. My strength has really been going well, so much so that, in fact, I've had to move my training sessions from early in the morning to middle of the day because I just wanted to get more emphasis. So I've been doing my cardio at 5 a.m., then I've been working for a few hours, then coming back and getting after it about 1, 2, 3 o'clock when I get caught up on some work and I have my big lunch, and then I train, and then I feel great after that. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at for the first week, guys. 2 inches off the waist, 3 pounds down on the scale, but more so, I'm starting to feel like muscle bellies are getting fuller. Overall, my shape is improving. And for me, it's going to be a real significant change once I get under that 220. That's what I'm really excited about, 220. Because once I get to 215, that's when I really start to have some clear separation in my abs. I'm still going to have that lower back fat, still going to have a lot of fat on my ass, my hamstrings and my glutes, and definitely, you know, my upper quads. But, you know, as this process goes along, I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy seeing the weekly updates. That's what I plan to do for now. So let me know if that's something you guys want to continue to see. Otherwise, I can do them bi-weekly, or, you know, every time I lose 5 or 10 pounds or something. Anyway, guys, I got to get back to work. It's been so busy today. I actually got a desk that raises and lowers, a standing desk now. So yeah, I'm changing things up. I put it in my stories on Instagram if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, lots of good stuff going on, guys. And we're in Florida, so the gyms have opened back up. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.